Market Street in Altrincham was the start for the 8th and final stage of the OVO Energy Tour of Britain. 166 kilometres, finishing in Manchester city centre, but passing through Greater Manchester and covering all 10 boroughs through kilometre 0. And it was Matt Holmes of Madison Genesis who went on the attack. He would be joined at the front by Team Wiggins, LaCole, Ryder, Gabs, Calais. It was Team Ineos, though, between the two climbs as they headed towards Ramsbottom Rake that came to the front and disintegrated the peloton. They swept up the trio at the head of the race. One of the pre-stage favourites, Dylan Groenewegen, though, was put out of contention, as most of the contenders and favourites for this year's Tour of Britain made it in to a select leading group. Dylan Groenewegen was losing time. Then it was the turn of Van der Poel, De Bust, Trentin, Sivakov and Camp to try and go clear. This was a dangerous group. But again, as they've joined Amador at the front, Niels Pollitt of Katusha Alpecin would pull it back together. De Bont was marshalling the groups again. Eddie Dunbar of Ireland was doing the same. But as they came in towards the finish, 1 kilometre to go, the leader and winner of the final stage was going to come from this select front group. Mitchelton Scott were doing everything to try and lead out for Matteo Trentin, Case Ball, Teish Benut, Jasper de Voost, all towards the front to try and lead out the sprint. Davide Chimolai was also trying to get in on the action. Mitchelton Scott, though, into the final metres, and Matteo Trentin had lost his lead out. Cameron Mayer was heading towards the final corner with the green jersey of Mathieu van der Poel on his wheel. His teammate Trentin was battling to try and move up onto the lead out of Case Bowl. Into the final turn and in a flat sprint, 300 metres to the line. Cameron Mayer swung off. Van der Poel looked back to see where Trentin was. Case Bowl made his move. Van der Poel, though, was locked and loaded on the wheel. And as they lined up, Van der Poel came off the wheel. It was neck and neck as the two riders clashed within sight of the line. But for the second day in a row, Mathieu van der Poel crowned his OVO Energy leader's jersey with a final stage victory to extend his lead over Matteo Trentin. Great slow-mo, the skill of the two riders, Case Bowl and Mathieu van der Poel. A little bump in excess of 60 kilometres an hour. They kept on line and threw the bikes at the line with Van der Poel just taking it on the line. That was the margin on the line, the photo finish. Mathieu van der Poel by about a quarter of a wheel. The 8th and final stage in Greater Manchester. Mathieu van der Poel takes his 3rd stage victory. Confirmation of your 10. Van der Poel from Case Bowl, Matteo Trentin, Turnison, Chimolai, Modolo, Eekhoff, De Bust, Mursa and Vis, your top 10. One of the riders of the week, the Skoda King of the Mountains, Jacob Scott of Swift Carbon. Rory Townsend, the winner of the Iceberg Sprints classification for Canyon DHB. Consolation of sorts for Matteo Trentin, who takes the Setterfield points jersey, and the 1-2-3, Van der Poel from Trentin and De Bust. It will be hard to look beyond Mathieu van der Poel now for the upcoming World Championships in Yorkshire. There's your final top 10. Van der Poel 17 seconds ahead of Trentin. De Bust 3rd at 50 seconds.